Now, starting the test drive in this Outlander SEL, it's already giving me kind of a weird shake pulling from the front. I don't know if a tire is low or what, or where it's been sitting, but it's kind of loud right now, and it could just be because these are 20-inch wheels on here. So I have this thing in manual mode now, and the paddle shifters are fun with the CVT just because where it's continuously variable, it's not like you're actually having a shift point to deal with. You're just kind of messing with the revs of the transmission. I'm gonna put it back into auto mode. We're in normal mode now, but I'm gonna put my foot to the floor. And gets up to speed relatively quickly. That's one of the cool things about having a CVT is you don't have to worry about shift points, so that's not slowing you down. And then just having the fuel economy to go with it is always nice. But we're gonna test out the safety system here. I'm gonna adjust this gap back for the cruise. So it's slowing me down to keep that safe distance between myself and this vehicle in front of me. But I don't know if it's the 20s or what it is, but the ride quality is just a bit shaky. But I mean, not terrible. And wind noise isn't bad. But overall, I find this interesting that this feels so much like a Nissan, just from the layout of everything. But I do like the looks, I think, similarly, if not better than the newer Nissans that are out, with this being a 22 model. But I mean, the overall driving of it is pretty normal, what I expect from a Mitsubishi / Nissan. The steering's loose for me, but it's what a lot of people like. Now, I'm not sure what this vehicle is going for now, but it does, and this is just my opinion, it feels sort of cheap to me, just how everything is made up. I do like that we have real leather seats. That's a nice touch. I like the leather wrap steering wheel. I definitely wish I would have had that seat secured properly. Again, I did forget and I apologize, so it's just going back and forth. But other than that, I mean, the inside does feel like something that my girlfriend would like. It has a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. You have the CVT, and people who just like how cars look and how they feel, not necessarily how they drive, won't have any complaints with this, I don't think. Now, you want to keep the CVT properly maintained, like you pretty much do with every transmission, but CVTs are just, it might be because they're newer transmission styles, but they're known to have issues if you don't maintain them properly. And even when you do maintain them properly, they like to give out. But I mean, it drives, again, for what this is and for its target market, it drives very nicely. And I think if you're in the market for, let's say, a RAV4, a Rogue, something along those lines, but you want a third row, this is gonna be the way to go. Because I don't like how either one of those drive. I like the new 1.5 turbo 3s from the Rogue, because those feel so quick. But you still have the CVT. I don't like how the engine kind of coincides. The VC turbo engines, I don't like how they coincide with the CVTs. And I had a 2-liter QX50 with the VC turbo and the CVT. Hated that, just absolutely hated how it drove. But again, my girlfriend loved that vehicle, except that it took premium gas and she had a lot of issues out of it. But anyways, so again, if you're in the market for something like this, I feel like you won't be disappointed with it. I do find it to be a tad expensive, especially new for what it is. But if you're looking for a 3-row SUV and don't want to pay Pathfinder pricing, definitely a nice sweet spot in my opinion. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander in the SEL trim level.